Hello rail fans, and welcome to another French Fried Trains Minecraft locomotive tutorial. Today, we're going to be building this Citirail locomotive. And this is a Gevo, it's an ES44Ac. Citirail is a locomotive leasing company. They mostly lease their locomotives to BNSF, although a couple of times I have seen a Citirail locomotive running on the CSX line near me. So let's go ahead and get right into this locomotive. I'm going to build it on the front of the train I already have, and the first step is to take a dark oak stair for the coupler and get it connected up. Under that we put a dark oak fence gate for an air hose, and we'll delete the fence gates on the locomotive behind it on either side and replace them with dark oak fence and extend it out. Then we're going to take polished blackstone stairs on the next block down, and we need to get 3 of them right side up and facing this way. I was having a little bit of trouble placing them here. On the outside edges, we're going to place outward facing upside down stairs on either side. Above that, a polished blackstone block in the middle and 2 upside down forward facing stairs on either side of that. Then we're going to take out an oak stair because the very top has a yellow stripe. Put a temporary block and 3 upside down oak stairs in the middle. Delete the temporary block. Behind that we make a T-shaped pattern with polished blackstone, and we put an end rod on either side on bottom above the rails. Behind that, polished blackstone block and a 5x3 coming across to each side of the rails here. Then we'll do our wheels, so take out netherite, skip 1 block back here, netherite on each rail with an end rod axle. Then we're going to take out a blackstone slab on the upper hitbox, and we're going to make 2 rows of 5. Then another set of netherite wheels with an end rod axle, and another 2 rows of 5 blackstone slabs on the upper hitbox. Then our final set of wheels, so netherite on each rail again with an end rod axle, and we're going to open dark oak fence gates into the ends of the wheels, down there and down here. And you can see I forgot the axle on that one wheel. Now we're going to come above this with a polished blackstone block and fill in this top middle 3 coming down to the end of this truck. We're going to come 1 pass where those fence gates are. Come underneath and put 3 blocks underneath, then switch to a polished blackstone stair upside down facing outward, and we're going to make a row that's 15 blocks long in total. Once you have 15, swing around, 3 blocks across the middle, and same thing on this side. Upside down, outward facing polished blackstone stairs, 15 blocks long here to connect up on this side and frame in the bottom of the fuel tank. Then switch back to polished blackstone block here and start filling in this top middle 3 coming down the length of the fuel tank here. We're going to stop at the end of the fuel tank for now. Then we're going to do our next wheel, so skip a block back, netherite on each rail with an end rod axle. Then on the upper hitbox, 2 rows of 5 blackstone slabs, another set of netherite wheels with an end rod axle, and another 2 rows of 5 blackstone slabs on the upper hitbox. 1 more set of netherite wheels with an end rod axle. Then open dark oak fence gates into the ends of the wheels here and into the ends down on this side. Now we can switch back to polished blackstone block and continue filling this top middle 3 in, down to the end of this truck. We stop above the fence gates. Then in front of this, still using polished blackstone block, we need to make a 5x3 coming across to each side of the rails here. So 5 wide, 3 high. Then we make this T-shaped pattern in the middle and put an end rod on bottom above each rail. Then switch to polished blackstone stairs, 3 right side up on the rails, and then 2 upside down facing outward on each side. Then a block in the middle and 2 upside down forward facing stairs on either side of that. Finally, 3 upside down oak stairs in the middle. Now we'll spin around with a dark oak stair for the coupler on this end and stack it up to that second block. Delete the one you used for placement. Underneath, put a dark oak fence gate for an air hose, and then open dark oak fence gates into the plow on either side. Now we'll do our stairs to get on the locomotive, so take an oak slab, and in this gap, put 3 oak slabs coming up on both sides on the bottom hitboxes of all 3 blocks. Same thing down here. So 3 slabs coming up here. 1 more corner to go. 3 slabs coming up here. Then we're going to take a blackstone slab on the sides of the truck, and we're going to put 1 slab above each wheel. Same thing here, 1 slab above each wheel. We got to do the other side, so a slab above all 3 of these wheels, and a slab above all 3 of these wheels here. Then we're going to switch to a grindstone, come on the side underneath, and we're going to hang an upside down grindstone in front of every wheel. Same thing here. So upside down grindstones in front of these wheels. Then we got to do the other side. Upside down grindstones in front of all 3 of these wheels on this end. 1 more corner to go. Grindstones in front of these wheels. Now we decide which end's the front. My front end will be facing the void, making this the conductor side. So on the conductor side of the fuel tank on top, we just run a full row of polished blackstone blocks end to end on the fuel tank. Then over here, on the engineer side, it's a little bit different. On this side, we put 2 polished blackstone blocks on the back of the fuel tank. Then we come up to the front, and we put 4 polished blackstone blocks. Then, we're going to use anvils for an air tank and put a line of 4 on back and a line of 4 on front. And we put a player head in the middle. Then at the front, we're going to put 2 crimson buttons and then a crimson sign. Then we're going to come over on this side, 2 crimson buttons on front and a crimson sign. Then, right in front of the fuel tank here, we're going to hang a bell. Then we're going to take out a chain, put a chain up in these 2 corners, a chain in that gap, come down here, put a chain over here, and a chain over here, and then a chain in each of those corners. Then we're going to take yellow concrete on this 3rd block up, and we're going to fill it in 5 wide, going from end to end. Then we're going to come up here on these corners by the stairs on the front porch, and we're going to knock out this top polished blackstone block and replace it with yellow concrete. Same thing on this side, and we're going to do it down here too, because the yellow stripe actually reaches right to the stairs on this one. Now we're going to work on the cab, so come on the front end here, 2 blocks in from the end. On the left, a column of 2 blue concrete, skip a gap, and then a 3x2 of blue concrete. Glowstone on top middle. Then we're going to take a warp stair and put it sideways here, sideways here. Behind this, a column of 2 blue concrete on each side, and fill in the top middle 3 with blue concrete as well. Then we're going to go back to a warp stair here, and actually I placed it wrong there. They need to be facing forward for these ones. So a forward facing stair there and there. Then blue carpet on each corner and a T-shape of blue carpet on top. Behind that, on the outside edges, a column of 3 light gray concrete on either side. Then we're going to take black glass, 2 of them, light gray concrete in the middle, and 2 of them for the front windows. And actually the bottoms of these columns need to be blue concrete as well, not gray. Then behind that, we'll extend out 3 blue concrete on either side, then 2 gray, and 2 blue for the locomotive number. Then black stained glass panes on either side for the windows, and then bring light gray concrete up the back. Now come on top of the cab here, above the windows and fill in the middle 3 with light gray concrete. And we'll extend this middle 3 with light gray concrete to the back of the cab to make the roof. Then above the windows, we're going to put andesite stairs right side up and facing outward. Same thing on this side, a row of stairs facing outward. Now we'll come down and start working on the rear end here. So come down to the back, in the middle, 2 blocks in from the end with blue concrete. We're going to put a blue concrete in the middle and then one in front of it, kitty corner on either side. Then on top of all 3 of those blue concretes, we're going to switch to light gray concrete and we're going to make a column of 3 on all 3 of those blocks. So 3 here, 3 here, and 3 here. Then we're going to put 1 more on top in the middle here, and then we're going to extend it out to either side to be the back of the big radiator section here. Then we come around in front of this, and on this outside edge, still using light gray concrete, we're going to extend it out by a row of 5 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Same thing over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we can go ahead and fill in this whole top middle as well with light gray concrete. In front of this, on the outside edge, we're going to extend an outward facing row of 4 andesite stairs. Same thing here, 4 andesite stairs coming forward. Then we'll use gray concrete to frame it in, but leave this middle 2 open. Now we're going to take andesite slab, and we're going to go all the way around this gap in a rectangle shape with the slabs. Behind that in the middle, run a row of slabs right up the middle to the back of the locomotive. On the back one on either side, put 1 slab on either side. Then switch to polished blackstone brick stairs and fill in this gap and this gap with polished blackstone brick slabs to be the radiator vents. We'll put 2 down in here recessed like that, and then we're going to put an iron trapdoor on top of them. There's 2 fans in that gap that are covered by a grate. Now come underneath this with light gray concrete. And on the top here, 1 in from the outside, run a row of light gray concrete on each side to the front of this radiator section. Come underneath this in the very middle, and we're going to run a row of bedrock from the back all the way up to the front of this radiator section here. And then we're going to go ahead and fill this all in 2 more blocks high with bedrock coming forward. On this engineer side here, we're going to take blue concrete, skip a block forward, and put a blue concrete and just keep alternating a gap of space with blue concrete till you get to the front. Then polish blackstone brick wall above all the blue concrete and light gray concrete above the walls. Then all of these gaps we're going to fill with iron bars. Now we come over to this side to do this side here, and on this side it's a little bit different. So we're going to start off with light gray concrete and put 2 of them on bottom here, and then 1 on top on that side. Then 3 light gray shulker boxes, like that, and actually the bottom one needs to be a shulker box too. Then we're going to close a jungle trapdoor right there for the handbrake wheel. And actually that one under it needs to be a blue concrete, not light gray. Then we'll skip forward with blue concrete, leaving a gap of space between them all. Blackstone brick walls above that, and gray concrete above that. Then fill all the gaps with iron bars. Then we're going to come underneath this radiator section here with an andesite stair. And starting 1 in from the back, put a row of andesite stairs until you get to there. Then skip a block and put 2 andesite slabs underneath here. Then we'll do that same thing over on the other side here. So go ahead and come around, start one in from the back, upside down stairs until there, skip a block and 2 slabs. Now we'll come up on top behind the cab and work on our dynamic brake section. In the middle, we're going to extend a row of light gray concrete 9 blocks down behind the cab. Then on this side, 3 light gray concrete, a sideways observer, light gray concrete, a sideways observer. Then put a single bedrock on the very end and fill the gap with light gray concrete. Then we'll close the trapdoor over that bedrock. Then we'll swing around to this other side here and put 2 bedrock on the end on this side. Then a light gray concrete here. Then we're going to go ahead and come underneath it so we have something to mount these next vents on. So come down one, and we're going to extend out this light gray concrete by a few blocks here. Then we'll swing around on top with polished basalt, and we want the pattern going vertical. And actually that's not quite correct here. We need to put 1 more light gray concrete right there. Then a polished basalt, 2 of them going vertical. Fill the rest with light gray concrete. Then, behind the cab on this bottom, 1 block in from the edge, we're going to run a row of blue concrete from the front all the way to connect up and back. And do the same thing over on this other side, a single row of blue concrete. Now we'll come back up under this dynamic brake section and fill this whole sidewall in with light gray concrete coming up to the cab. Then we'll swing around here and do the other side. Except right here, the first one we just put 1, then we start filling it in to leave a gap for a door on this side. Fill all the rest of this section in with light gray concrete. Then on this outside edge on bottom, we're going to extend a line of blue concrete 7 blocks back behind the cab. Put a light gray in that corner to be a stair to get up to the door. On this side we need to do the inverter box, so 7 blue concrete coming back, and then a column of 2 light gray shulker boxes by the cab, and then fill the rest of this in with a column of 2 light gray concrete. Come under the cab on this side, and in this blue, we're going to knock out this block here and replace it with a sideways observer. Then we're going to swing around to the other side of the cab. On this other side, on bottom, in the blue stripe here, we're going to knock out this block here, skip a block back and knock out another one, put blue shulker boxes in there. Now that that's done, we can come over to where this gap in the middle of the locomotive is, and we're going to use light blue concrete and bring it down from the front to back here, 3 blocks tall. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. We can go ahead and fill in this middle with light gray concrete as well here. Come up here in front of this radiator and make a 3x3 of light gray concrete. In the middle of it, we're going to put a daylight sensor for the exhaust. Then turn this way, 3 andesite stairs facing this way, and 3 andesite stairs facing this way. Then a single row of 3 andesite slabs, come back 2 on either side and frame that all in. In this gap up here, we're going to open back-to-back dark oak fence gates to be the horn. Now come up on top of the cab in the middle, put a smooth quartz slab and an iron trapdoor behind it. Then we're going to start filling in everything on the roof with light gray carpet, anywhere we haven't built anything. Bring it back over this dynamic brake section and all the way to that andesite. We'll have to crouch to put it above these observers. We'll also move back here and put light gray carpet around this exhaust. And then down the sides of this radiator on each side. Come on the side here, one block in front of that basalt and put a dark oak sign for another vent. Then we're going to take out black carpet, come on the nose here, and we're going to make a T-shape of black carpet. Then we need to put black carpet on this inverter box. You'll have to crouch to put it above that shulker box. Fill in the whole top of this with black carpet, and then start bringing black carpet down the walkway on this side here, all the way to the back of the locomotive. Down in this corner, we'll knock that out and put a black wool. Then a T-shape of black carpet on this end, and wrap it around. And start bringing your black carpet all the way forward up on this side of the locomotive. Even up on this blue concrete and up on that stair. Then we're going to come on this back section here where these vents are, because you can see yellow concrete. And under all these iron bars, knock out the yellow concrete, and we'll fill those holes with netherite so it looks a little bit better. And we got to do the same thing on the other side, so come over here, same thing. Under all the iron bars, knock out that yellow concrete and replace it with a block of netherite. Now we're going to work on our railing, so take out an oak fence, start on bottom up here, come up 3 over 1, up 1 over 1, and make it a 2x2. Same thing on this side, up 3 over 1, up 1 over 1, and make it a 2x2. Then up by 3 on this side here. Same thing over here, just a column of 3. And the back's going to be the same pattern as the front. A column on that side, a column on this side, over 1, up 1 over 1, make it a 2x2. Up 3, over 1, up 1, and make it a 2x2. And these columns actually need to be 4 tall so they can connect up with the side railings. Make that one 4 tall as well. Then we'll just start bringing oak fence all the way forward along this side of the locomotive here. And when we get up by this inverter box, we're going to have to rise it up. So right here, we stop, we come up 3, and then start bringing it over again to connect with the cab. And there's actually a slight angle down here, so we're going to put 1 in this corner like that. Then we'll go ahead and do the railing on the other side here. So come on back, connect it up here, and start bringing this forward. And just keep it coming here. Then when we get up by this blue concrete here, we come up 1, and then we bring it over, and then up 1 again by this stair, and over to connect. Come on front of the locomotive here with item frames to do our ditch lights. We're going to come down on these fences here, and put an item frame on each side, with a block of glowstone inside them for the ditch lights. We'll also put an item frame over this glowstone and another glowstone in it to make the headlight look better. Then take out a dark oak sign on the left above the window for our number. And the locomotive number for this one is 1212. And another one on the other side with 1212. And then we'll go ahead and hit those signs with white dye to change the color of the text. Come on back here, and in the top middle, we're going to put 2 item frames, and we're going to put glowstone in those to be rear headlights. Then we'll come down and put item frames down here with glowstone if you want rear ditch lights. Then back to our dark oak sign for the locomotive number back here. And we're going to go on the outside edges on the middle block, put our sign up with 1212. Same thing on the other side. And we'll go ahead and hit those with white dye to make the text more readable. After that, we'll go ahead and swing around up front here and place our doors. So take out a door. You can use whatever door looks best to you. Put a door on the nose here, and a door behind the cab on this side. Now we need to make banners, so come into a loom with a light gray banner in blue dye. Put a vertical on the left, horizontal on top, horizontal on bottom. New banner, vertical in the middle, horizontal on top, horizontal on bottom. New banner, horizontal on top, vertical in the middle. New banner, vertical on the left, top half blue, and a diagonal. New banner, vertical on the left, vertical on the right, horizontal on top, horizontal on bottom. New banner, vertical on the left, horizontal on bottom. Then we're going to switch to light gray dye, and we're going to put a light gray border around all of these letter banners that we just made here. Now we'll go ahead and come up and place our Citirail logo on the side here. We're going to come up on the side, and we're actually going to start one block down, aligned with where the exhaust stack is. And we'll use our banners to spell out Citirail. So start right here and just start spelling it out. And of course, I can never place banners without spelling it wrong. So just keep spelling out Citirail, it's all one word. And we'll go ahead and do the same thing on the other side here. On this side, we start just in front of where the horn is, and same thing, just use our banners to spell out Citirail, all as one word. Now we need to make some more banners for the stripes on front, so come back into the loom, blue banner, yellow dye. We're going to put a horizontal on top, horizontal on bottom, and a horizontal in the middle. Then we're going to switch to blue dye, and we're going to put this bottom blue triangle on. New banner, back to yellow dye, same thing, a horizontal on top, a horizontal on bottom, and a horizontal in the middle. Then switch to blue dye, and we're going to put the opposite bottom triangle on. Then we need to make one more that's just stripes, so blue banner, yellow dye, horizontal on bottom, horizontal on top, and horizontal in the middle. Then we'll come place them. Then we'll go ahead and place them. So all across the nose, we'll put the plain stripe one. On this side, we put the one with the blue triangle going this way. Then we'll come over to the opposite side here. And on this side, we put the one with the opposite blue triangle. Now we'll work on the interior, so come on in through the nose here. In this corner, we're going to put an end portal for a toilet. Then we're going to take smooth sandstone slabs and stack it up all the way to the window on this side and all the way to the window on this side. In the back, we stack it up to the level of the door, and same thing down this side, and same thing down this side too. Then we're going to use our slabs to make stairs coming down right here. We need to take out a door as well. We'll come down through here, spin around, and put a door right here. Come back up into the cab. In the back, we put a sideways blast furnace, glowstone to light it. Then here we put a slab for a desk. In the middle, item frame with end crystal and a lever for the engineer. Then turn around this way and put two stairs to be chairs. Now the interior is completed. And there we have it, folks. We've completed this Citirail ES44Ac GEVO locomotive. I hope you like it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And everyone have a great week. Stay safe out there.